Hi everyone, welcome to iPlex tutorials. Today's our topic is how to store data in Android. In the previous tutorials, I have shown you that how to show the data to the users by implementing MVC architecture and recycler view. So today's session is about storing the data in Android and getting all those data from Android and display it in our app. Right, so let's start. So our first question is how data storage works in Android. Generally, website uses RDBMS, means website implementing RDBMS, and so is our app. But website implement it by using SQL, and we have to implement it by using SQLite. Now, in short, we know that SQLite is used to store the data in Android. So what is SQLite? It is a library that will provide us the RDBMS features, right? And it is a lighter version than the SQL. For an example, we all store our website's data and desktop application data to the server, and server's configuration are high, so it can handle the setup and administrations of the databases. But our Android phone is not that much highly configured as compared to server, so it will need a lighter version. So there is an SQLite. For example, our website, this is our website's architecture. So here, this is an website, this is connector, and this is server. As an example, if I have developed a Java application, so this is our application, this is our JDBC ODBC connector, and this is server. Now let's see our application architecture. So this is an Android app, this is an connector, and this is an database. Now what is connector? Here the connectors are Java classes which are present in Android by default. So what we have to do next? How to implement this structure, means how to implement the database. First of all, we have to extend the SQLite OpenHelper class to another class, means which is created by us. For example, I have created a demo class which will extend SQLite OpenHelper. Now you all have a question that what is SQLite OpenHelper? It is an abstract class which will give us the architecture or a structure to implement the database. Okay. So now it has a constructor which we have to implement in our demo class constructor by using super. You all know in Java we are using super to call our parent class constructor in our current class constructor, right? So same will be used here. Then next, there are two methods of SQLite OpenHelper. One is onCreate and second is onUpgrade, which demo class have to implement it. So the onCreate method will create a new database, and onUpgrade method will update the database. Now what's next? Now this is SQLite database. It is another class which we have to implement. Why? Because it will provide us the 4 important methods to make the operations of databases. Right. So first is exec_sql. It will execute all the queries like create data, create table, insert data, and all. Second method is insert. This method will used to insert the data. In exec_sql we can also insert the data, but insert method is there for our comfort zone, right? So we can simply insert the data. Then there is an update method which will update the data, and there is a query method which give us the data from the database in a cursor form. Now what is cursor and all we will see in our next tutorial. Thank you so much guys for supporting me. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. If you have any query, doubt or questions, you can comment me, or any another topics you can comment me. Thank you all.